I wanted to real quick send out a video just to help aid you in the lingo and the process for subtraction in case your student is having some questions. And I wanted to explain the process or the strategy that we have learned this past week. It is basically the same as many of us learned growing up in school. The main thing is that we don't call it borrowing, we call it regrouping. So if you could, please try to use the word regrouping in place of borrowing, but it will make sense. So we have, and let me pause for a second. Okay. So to do this strategy, I told the students that it is easier to stack their numbers on top of each other rather than having them be beside each other like this. So, and a tip that I gave them to maybe help make sure that their ones are on top of each other and their tens are on top of each other lined up is to draw a line down the middle. And we called this the place value chart. It's like we took the place value chart, but we erased all the other lines. And we just know that all of our ones are to the right, and then all of our tens are to the left. So then we have three names for our numbers. This top number is always what we call the store. This number is how many cookies we have. This method is called Cookies and Friends, by the way. And then this bottom number is friends. So basically, this is the same strategy that we learned when we were going to school. It's called Cookies and Friends just to kind of help make it a little bit more relatable for the students. But ideally, or not ideally, I don't know. It is the same concept though. So what we do is we look at how many cookies we have and we look at how many friends we have. If we have enough cookies to give one to all of our friends, we don't have to go to the store. But if we don't have enough cookies for all of our friends, we do have to go to the store. And when we go to the store, we cross both of these numbers off so that way we don't get confused and accidentally use the 5 or the 7 because those aren't our numbers anymore. So we go to the store. The store sells cookies in packs of 10, so I have to buy a whole pack of 10. So the store had 5 packs of cookies on the shelf. I'm buying 1, so 5 minus 1 is 4. The store now has 4 cookies on the shelf. I had 7 cookies. I brought the pack of 10 cookies home and I'm going to unpackage them. So I'm going to unwrap them. So now, if you count all of these, I have 17 cookies at my house. Because I had 7, I bought a pack of 10. Now I have 17 cookies. Now do I have enough cookies to give all of my friends one? Yes, I do. So then I would go 17 minus 9, and my answer, again, goes to the right of my line if I've drawn it, because the ones always are on top of one another. And then over here I cross out the 5, so I'm not using the 5, but I'm using the 4. 4 minus 2. And then my answer goes to the left of my line. If you have any questions on this method or strategy, please let me know. And then again, if there is enough cookies, so say this number, these numbers were backwards. So say the 9 was on the top and the 7 was down here. If I have 9 cookies and 7 friends, I have enough cookies to give each of my friends one. So I just do the subtraction right from there. I don't have to go to the store. But I hope that this makes sense and if you're trying to help your student. And then again, we just call this regrouping and not borrowing. I don't really know if I know the answer to why that is, but that's the terms that we use, and so that way they don't get confused.